Well, how about this? The tiny home movement. Are you?
Ooh, I am so for this.
Well, you know, I am in some ways. The idea of living in a tiny home makes me a little nervous, but we're going to learn today more about why it shouldn't and what it all means as far as Tiny House Nation. Perhaps you've seen it on A&E. Perhaps you've rewatched it on Netflix.
Yes.
And Zach and Gabrielle join us today to tell us more about this whole movement. Welcome to Good Day Live. Glad to speak with both of you.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So why do you think this tiny house movement has just, I want to say, just escalated into something amazing?
Yeah, I would say the tiny house movement really start with kind of environmental movement of kind of conscious millennials, but over the last decade it's really transformed into a movement that's really about trying to create solutions to the housing crisis. And by far the biggest demographic now that are looking at moving into tiny homes are older Americans.
And what's the benefit for older Americans as far as moving into a tiny home?
Well, tiny homes offer people a freedom. Their lifestyle can absolutely provide them with an opportunity to be mobile if they are on wheels. We also, you know, with tiny home living, you don't have that large mortgage payment, and it just really gives you the ability to focus your life on things that are most important to you.
Yeah, and if people are in a stage in life where they're looking at downsizing, a lot of times the only option that's available is to go into something that's more affordable. It's less quality, right? So for somebody who's looking at a smaller space, this is not a less quality space. These are built in beautiful ways, you know, fully functioning kitchens, and actually even include some luxury elements in these small homes that you might not be able to afford in a large home.
And I kind of wanted to touch on that. I'm glad you went there, because what exactly is in a tiny home? Folks that are watching that haven't maybe seen some of the things that you guys do, what are some of the benefits as far as inside the house?
Sure. Well, so, you know, we do need to make a distinction here, because a lot of people hear tiny homes and they think about like what people are doing kind of in certain places that are really like tough sheds, just beds with a locked door. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about a fully functioning home that's built to the same building standards as any residential home. It's just made more affordable because it happens to be smaller. And we believe very strongly there's a dignity that comes with that, right? There's no reason because somebody's home is smaller, it needs to be less quality, and then they have to feel less pride in their space.
And you're absolutely right. You know, tiny home living isn't for everybody, but these homes do have all the amenities that you find in a full-size house.
Which is what I like, you know, since I'm a millennial, you know, trying to cut costs. But let's talk about this Project Tiny Home. What exactly is it, and how can people be a part of it?
Well, Operation Tiny Home is so excited to be partnered with Sutter Home, and what we're doing is we're offering people down payment assistance match grants. And anybody who is struggling with housing instability, maybe dealing with natural disaster or any kind of hardship, they have the opportunity to have a grant that maybe they don't have an extra $10,000, $15,000 laying around, but we will match their down payment and give them that opportunity to live in a beautiful tiny home.
Yeah. And actually enjoy the dignity that comes with home ownership as well.
Wow. That's a great thing that you're doing. So how do people get involved? How do they learn more? Is there some place they can visit?
Yes, absolutely. They can go to sutterhome.com and learn more about how to apply for an Operation Down Payment Assistance Grant.
And we are accepting applications right now.
Woo!
So it's a real thing.
Well, guys, what a great thing you're doing. Thank you so much for your time and for telling us all about tiny homes.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.